Hey, welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. It's your boy Marvin. I hope everyone is okay this Monday afternoon or wherever you are in the world and what time it is. We're going to get straight into a video. Just a video, just Pearl talking about Brittany Renner's making a fool of herself yet again. Let's get straight into the video.
Brittany Renner came on the show about 6 months ago. And Brittany Renner is a woman that is famous for, I'm sleeping around, right? And she had a whole, this isn't even me talking bad on her. She had a whole book talking about her sexual escapade. And she's been in the media for 10 years maybe. And she came onto my show a couple of months ago. And she talked about how she had deep regret for some of the things she had done.
Brittany has obviously done quite a few adult TV. She is basically on many different websites at the end of the day. I suppose she was young when she started doing it. At the end of the day, she's on OnlyFans. And I guess for her, it was a way of making money. But I suppose now she's looking at it as sometimes she has to come out and why she did what she does at the end of the day. But sometimes I think when you can come out, people can get the wrong thing about you.
I hate how I allowed myself to just be used up by men, and that came from a lack of self-worth. I did not understand my value that I was born with. I didn't. And I gave, again, people look at sex differently, but sex is spiritual unification. At the end of the day, I don't care how you spin it. It's spiritual.
For women.
Okay,
Yeah, for women.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, for women. It's spiritual unification. And people that I shared my body with, when I think about my list, it's repulsive because they didn't deserve it. But that was an outcome of me discounting my worth. And it's disgusting. I hate even having that spiritual tie in any type of way. But yeah, I would...
Look, it's 10 years on since she started it. I think that some people do get older and regret, and maybe she wants a family or get married. I'm not too sure whether actually she has a boyfriend, but there's a possibility she has. I think she's learned something about business and self-value, yes. But I think people will always wonder about your past or to take you seriously. But by talking about it, I think people can get a gist of sometimes what you're saying to do. Some people are going to forgive you and some people won't. I'm not going to judge her for what she does. It's up to you what you do with your life at the end of the day. But you always have to reap the rewards, whether they're good or bad, and what people actually think of you.
Absolutely change sexually how I move around.
Now, a lot of you guys say that I have no empathy and Pearl's just a big meanie. But I will say, women like Brittany Renner have been failed. They've been given terrible advice from 2 generations of women, and the media markets to them a terrible message, and they're rewarded for it. Now, does that take accountability off of her and say that she shouldn't face the consequences of her own actions? No. But I will say when Brittany came, she genuinely, I would say, was a nice person. She was super nice to me. She was super nice to my staff. And I honestly have nothing really bad to say about her. Which is why I think it's actually unfortunate that she keeps going viral for the wrong reason. She was on Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, but she's gonna, that's a way of making money. And I think she gets used to the show appeal at the end of the day. A bit like Kim Kardashian, who, can't keep out the tabloids. She has to be, I'm there, I've got to show my face, I've got to be with famous people, people have got to see me. I think she has a bit of that, and that's quite hard to get used to, especially if you want to change your life around.
And I don't even know who that is, like a footballer or something. His podcast, so he brought on Brittany. Let's bring it up.
I've had sex with 35 guys. Okay?
Woo. Oh, Lord.
impressive isn't the word. So if I'm judged for
Anybody else need a shot of this?
if I'm judged for having great taste,
We are in the bar, so help yourself. We got this for the next hour. Woo!
you know, on one hand, I will give it to her.
Jesus, look, at the end of the day, I think when you manifest stuff, you say, and sometimes it's taken very, very seriously what you say, so you have to be very, very careful what you manifest about yourself at the end of the day, because people don't forget in what you say at the end of the day. Even if you say it jokingly, at the end of the day, people are going to take offence of it at the end of the day. So I think Brittany needs to be careful. If she's going to take herself seriously, then prove to us, prove to the world that you're doing another business that is going to humble yourself and make you feel better as a person at the end of the day. Because like I said, obviously being in the sex industry, in what she does, that's, people are never going to really, even though she's beautiful, at the end of the day, she's got a good body, at the end of the day, she may even be a good personality, but truly people aren't going to take you too seriously, especially for marriage and relationships and having kids.
You know, I mean, everyone says she's lying, it's higher, you know, at least she's being somewhat honest. But the thing is, we're in a society where this type of behavior is rewarded. You know, she goes viral, she makes a whole career out of this. And so I'm not really surprised when we keep seeing another 22-year-old version of Brittany Renner. There's just going to be the next, like, round of girls that really does this. And it's unfortunate because just being someone that has actually met her in person, you know, she was actually perfectly nice to me. I know she has other qualities, like, outside of sex. It's unfortunate that that's, like,
That's what I said. Other qualities at the end of the day. You know, go in a fashion, open a shop, design some clothes. There's so much she can do because her face is already out there. And she's a beautiful woman. She's pretty at the end of the day. There's so much you can do at the end of the day, business-wise, to develop yourself and reinvent yourself.
But what she goes viral for, and that's what she's, like, putting out there. You know, because it's one thing to have done something and regretted it, but you know, when you're going on podcasts and you're bragging about it, it's just not a good look, you know. And it's unfortunate because I was really hoping, like, she would have, like, a redemption era, but you know, and this is why guys will say you can't really make a wife out of a hoe, because they always go back to the streets. They'll start bragging about their sexual escapades, and really it's not, like, actually regret for most of them. You know, and this is why I say, guys, you know, over a certain age, I would just be done. I just say women in general kind of done over a certain age.
Job done.
Interesting. I agree in some of the stuff that Pearl says, is that sometimes they can't get out of that, the mind. They can get out of the environment, but it's also the mindset as well, which needs to change. And sometimes I think you're going to need professional help with this. Let me know what you think, and was Pearl talking the truth? I think there was. Majority of the stuff she was saying was true. I believe in everyone needs a second chance, but it's also about, it's not just the body too, it's about the mentality, and can you let everything go you used to do, and not going on shows and say that you slept with 35 or 40 or 50 men at the end of the day, because for me that really sort of, as a man, to not take you seriously. Don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Entertainment, and thank you for the old subscribers and also the new subscribers. I'll see you again. Take care.